Hello everyone, Happy Red Shorty 2, back with another episode of NASCAR Heat 2. Last time we got the season started in the Beaver Motorsports number 50, and we are sitting a solid 9th in points in the 4-star truck. As we run the next 3 races of the schedule today, Kansas, Charlotte, and Dover, some intermediate tracks. We should maybe hopefully contend for some more top 10s and get this first contract incentive complete, as long as we can get a couple top 20s. So let's do it. Pretty fun start to the season so far. Hoping we can continue things like that today. Ooh, gotta be really gentle on the throttle. Exiting pit road. Yeah, this game's got... That is the thing that happens a lot in this game. But yeah, loving the series so far. Really excited to do more. It's been a couple days since I've recorded. Who knows to say? Just got a solid start to the series, and let's have a solid qualifying lap. Don't know if I'll be cutting out qualifying or not. Really depends on how lazy I get in the viewership the series gets. If this series gets decent viewership, I'll have a better incentive to, actually put editing and, put the time in to add some cuts and stuff to these races. I think the races themselves are going to be fine without cuts because they're so short, and the racing seems to be a lot more interesting in this game, but the qualifying could be trimmed out. But 21st, that's a solid starting spot. Let's get it going. Shifted a little early. Yeah, you gotta wait quite a bit between 3rd and 4th. That's something that I gotta adjust to in this game. Once we get a good start, then we're pretty set. Already gained a few spots. Don't know why my throat decides to get all where I have to clear it up. It only happens when I press the record button, like I didn't have this issue at all until now. Austin Hill with a run on the inside. Right, gotta remember that we have rivals and stuff now, so we can't be too aggressive with people. We did okay in the first episode of having some clean races, so hopefully we'll continue like that. Big run on the high side. Couldn't really take it anywhere. Yeah, this track's looking pretty fun. I know that those first few races had some really fun racing in them. Like, I'm already enjoying the actual on-track action a lot more than pretty much any race in the Evolution. Just feels like there's actual battles and stuff happening. We were not cleared there. My bad, 92. See, they still can't hear me, but I feel a little more sorry now because they will actually get mad at me. And he does probably does deserve to get mad at me for that. I just really need to get to the bottom. And now I can't get there because there's a Brad Keselowski truck. Scraping the wall a little bit. No damage yet. I think we could really be in the top 10 if I can get to the bottom. Halfway through the race, though, we got some time, but I do feel like I'd be doing better than where I am now, but I'm not even going to point too much. We're running top 15 every race. This is pretty solid. new PB, and we're in the top 10. Ah, there's Mike Snyder in the KBM 51. Remember that? And I've lost the inside again. Thanks, Cody Coughlin. Yeah, the AI seemed kind of aggressive here, which I like that. Gonna be close for a top 10. Might be close if we make it in the playoffs on points, but I do expect it to be coming down to only wins and then having the most points between the people who have wins. Or getting 2 wins would lock you in, but yeah. Well, how many races is the truck playoffs? I want to say it's 7. Yeah, I believe there's only 2 rounds. Yeah, it's 7 out of probably 23 races, which is 16. 16 regular season races, which would theoretically make it where you could have 2 winners, 8 winners with 2 wins each, which, well, yeah, would lock you in. Well, I think it's the tiebreaker who has the more wins. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. The tiebreaker for winning your annual is more wins and then more points, so if you have the same number of wins. Anyway, I'm overthinking it. What I'm trying to say is we're definitely getting 8 winners because there's no leashes. So, and there's quite a few drivers that have the potential to win in this field. So while we might be able to get 8th in points, I don't think it's going to matter. We're going to get 8 different winners, so we got to be one of them. And if we get more than 8 winners, well, we still got to be high enough in points to break the tie. But if we get 2 wins, then it's not going to matter, is what I'm trying to say. We should be in regardless, if the rules that I'm thinking of are correct. I mean, another solid race, there's just constantly stuff happening. I wasn't sure if, it might end up getting boring, where I feel like, I might need to cut out part of the races, but so far, that's not even been in consideration outside of qualifying. So it's going to be close for a potential P7, which would be great. That could get us in the playoff picture. Cody Coughlin leading us through a couple other cars. He's been very annoying to race with, though. I don't know if we're going to pass him. But yeah, I love games where you're actually able to have lore with some of the drivers, the AI, and form beef with them, even though they are just pretty basic computers. I like pretending that there's like lore and stuff behind what they're doing. And we couldn't do that a lot in the last game. But here it's like, man, good rivalry between Cody Coughlin. He got the best of me there, but 8th is still going to be pretty solid. 100 speed rating. I feel like we'd be winning almost everything if we were in a 5-star. Still 9th in points, but we got plenty of time left. And I mean, this is better than what I expected. So there is momentum in this game. I'd mentioned this in the last part. If you do good, I don't really know what triggers it, but you can get momentum, which is going to give you a speed boost for as long as you can keep momentum. So we're going to be going faster than normal in the next race, so this is a really good opportunity. But let's see what Austin Cindric has to say.
You've been doing really well out there. Keep up the momentum. Good job.
Yeah, keep up the momentum. We're going to try to. If we have a bad finish, then our momentum will go away, but Yeah, we're gonna have a 10% speed boost for Charlotte. That's pretty cool. If we're gonna get a win, it's either gonna be from a track being incredibly easy, or it's gonna be from the momentum boost. I don't know if the momentum boost will put us on like a 5-star level, but like it's gonna give us a high chance of like a top 5 in this race, I would say, unless Charlotte's like a super hard track. Anyway, there's the Super Mario pipe in the background. It's something I always bring up here. I'll mention it again once we lap back around to it. But there's like this tower. I don't know what it's supposed to be in turn 2, behind turn 2, that I always thought just looked like a Mario pipe. I don't even know if it was in Heat Evolution, but I just noticed it now. But just behind turn 2, there's a very hard to miss tower right there that just looks like a Mario pipe. Oh, I was looking at the Mario pipe and not the racetrack. I am very lucky that I saved it there. This should still be a solid lap, but it's gonna ruin it a little bit. We'll see. Lost a couple tenths from that. Yeah, 24th. We'll work with it. Mr. Void kind of rough there. Let's get another good start. Just gotta watch the needle down there. Yeah, for some reason, third gear seems to be really long in this game. Or maybe it's just a truck thing in this game, I don't know. But we gotta make some moves. This is kind of a narrow track, so I don't know how easy it's gonna be. We might end up making some people angry here. Because I already know what would be good to push people. If Daytona's any indicator, simply just pushing them can make them mad at me. Alright, Wendell. Oh no. Oh no, that's a crash. Caution, please. Alright, well that's gonna get people mad at me, but that's fine. It happens. It happens in racing. We're gonna get our chance to lower our wedge and increase our tape, not something we can always do. I don't know exactly what it does, but tape should make you go faster in exchange of making your oil temperature higher. And a wedge will make the car looser and tighter. And it does make a difference, so we're gonna lower the wedge a little bit. I know that because there's no custom setups in this game. Look at that 44 hood. But I know that the meta, at least in multiplayer in this game, was as soon as you got your first pit stop, lower the wedge all the way to 45. And I tried it on my own, and I thought it was a little bit too loose. Like, you could actually spin out. Like, I feel like in a normal setup, you couldn't really spin out. You could, slide, but you couldn't straight up spin out. But I felt like I was straight up gonna spin out on that, minimum wedge, so I lowered it a little bit, but not a lot. Anyway, let's hope this run goes smoother. I just got nowhere to get around these guys. And we have lost 3 laps because of that caution. Oh yeah, that was a loose one into the... Alright. You know what I said about the momentum? How it'll go away if you have one bad race? Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be right here. But we do have time to catch back up, and like... Man, I just kind of choked the qualifying lap, and I don't think it would have made that big of a difference, but... Man. I just can't find a way to pass people. It's still the best lap of the race, because it's the first one we completed under green, I guess. It was so easy to get back up here, but I can't find my way through this field. I'm gonna have to force myself down low. Yeah, sorry, I gotta get through, buddy. We gotta salvage as many spots as we can. Hold on, before we Oh, I want to check my recording really quick, make sure it's still working. But I want to make sure I'm in a safe spot to do so. It's also going to trigger the pause glitch, which I'm not doing it intentionally, so it's fine. But if you didn't know, the pause glitch is a thing that was in the Evolution and also in this game, where if you pause it, unpause the game, because of the way the game works, where it is stopping your car and putting it back to speed, it will give you a speed boost essentially. So if you do it over and over, you can go way faster than you're supposed to. So that did give me a little boost on the backstretch, but it was 100% not intentional. But yeah, it's a weird glitch, and it's funny that it didn't get fixed for this game, but they fixed it after this game. Another funny thing about pausing this game is that if there's any objects, well, it's going to be 23rd, that's kind of mid, but I don't know if this track has any, but at tracks where there are moving objects, such as like a waving flag, they'll keep moving even when you pause the game. It's kind of funny. Winner is Christopher Bell. And we fell to 12th in points. We're going to lose momentum too. Oh, and we got a bunch of people mad at us. So yeah, not the greatest. And we filled our incentive contract. So yeah, not the greatest race, but we're gonna have duds. So that's just how it is. It's fine. We did get 500 fans somehow. So thanks, Chase Elliott. Another contract. I'd honestly rather have this than qualify top 25. Actually, no, I think we'll go with this. I can qualify top 25. It's just 2 times. Yeah, that'll be easy. All right. Check my rival screen. Okay, we have a lot of people in neutral now, but no one outside of that, so we should be fine. We've lost some teams interested because we're not running top 10, but that's fine. I don't know if we'll be doing 2 seasons in trucks. We probably will. I do know the series is going to be longer than, quite a bit longer than the Evolution, but there'll actually be more things happening because there's 3 series instead of 1. Anyway, standings. Briscoe won race 4, so that's our first repeat winner, but we have 3 other ones now. It is worth noting there's stages in this game, first game to have them, because this was the first season with them. But these races are too short to have them, unfortunately. I wish we did, because I like seeing stage winners affect the points and get funny stage winners and stuff, but no, the only playoff points we'll get... Wait, you can look around here, but you can't in the race? That's weird. But yeah, the only playoff points we'll be getting are from wins and I think from regular season standings. I'm not sure if this season has that, but yeah. Maybe a little too hot there. But yeah, I didn't see if we still had momentum or not, but I assume we don't, because that was a pretty bad race. So let's hope things go a bit better here. We did a hot seat here, right? Was this the one where I lost by 1 spot and basically potentially cost us a 5-star ride? I think it is, but this should be fairly easy, hopefully. That felt like a good lap, but it wasn't. Come on, man. Yeah, Bell's gonna dominate this season, which is realistic, especially with no GMS here, so... Plus, who knows, it'd be interesting if we didn't get 8 different winners, but I still think we will. There's a lot of races coming up. So yeah, truck season is, I think, 23 races, though it might be 22 in this season. It's either 22 or 23. 23 has kind of been the norm lately. Though in 2025, they're actually going to 25 races, which is a huge W.
car out there. Inside. Got drive off here. Clear low.
You know, I feel like we were doing better in a 3-star here than a 4-star. Because I think your hot seat here is a 3-star, right?
Easy. Inside.
Oh, middle 3. I don't like that.
Oh.
We made it work somehow. But we gotta get back to the bottom, man. I mean, I could have done it there, but I had such a big run. Maybe I should just stay up here until we get, like, ahead of this next group of trucks. I don't think I can force a gap right here. Never mind. Well, Brandon Brown's not gonna like that. I already bullied him in the last race, too. We're gonna have our first rival at this rate. I wonder if we were to spend one season in trucks, which it's looking like it's gonna be 2, which is fine, but if it's just 1, will we even make any rivals? I don't know. I'm starting to think we probably will sign on with a 5-star team next season unless we somehow win the championship in this one. And also, I think we'll be getting Xfinity hot seats later in the season, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not sure what causes those to happen. I don't think you'll always get them, but sometimes you will. So we could get an Xfinity hot seat. And I don't know if I want to run multiple seasons at once. Because you can. I think you can even run all 3 seasons at once. But I think for the sake of this playthrough, I might just run one series at once. With the exception of the hot seats, of course. We'll do the hot seats whenever they come up. I'm not sure if you can even skip the hot seats. But I wouldn't want to.
Get to the bottom. Easy.
So 14 laps, and we have worked our way into the top 20. And there's Matt Mills. So I think now's the time I bring this up. So I mentioned something weird going on with your game's roster being different depending on like when you got the game or something. So I realized what it is. It has to do with Tommy Joe Martin's team, the 42 and the 44. So that team has Matt Mills. For me, he's in the 44. And it has Tommy Joe Martin's in the 42. But in some people's games, Martin's will be in the 44, and Mills will be in the 42. It'll be the same truck with a different name. But it gets weirder than that. If you look at the truck roster, like in Quick Play or whatever, and you look at Matt Mills, it'll say the 42 is under Faith Motorsports. But that is not a team that exists in the career mode. And if you go to Tommy Joe Martin's page in the career mode teams, it'll have Matt Mills there. So it's very weird. Apparently what must have happened is Faith Motorsports must be another team that like used Tommy Joe Martin's 42 truck or 44 truck with Mills. So there's some sort of last minute roster change where they wanted in the game. And so they did a driver swap for, I guess, new copies of the game. But they didn't put Faith Motorsports in the career mode. It's a really weird thing. Very interesting. I'd love to know more about that. So yeah, apparently if you got this game, like, you know, when it was new, it'll actually be Martin's in that 44 truck.
Clear.
So that was the weird thing with the roster I was alluding to earlier and couldn't remember what it was. I went through with some friends and we got a refresher on it. So we are a little bit faster than these guys, but I don't know if we're going to catch them in time. So Yeah, we're back to running midfield. We had a pretty solid first 4 races, and Charlotte just didn't go our way. It was very hard to make moves there. Here, we're just kind of slow. I'm not gonna lie. But 19th is not the worst that we could get, so I'll take it. I'm not sure why Spotter's like, that's not fast enough, because I mean, it beats our incentive contract, so the team is happy with it. But we are probably gonna fall in points a little bit more. I didn't see who won that. 13th of points. Who knows? Everyone make playoffs. We will see. Next up is Texas. Do you go to Texas twice in this game? Because I know for a while they were going to Texas twice. Yes, you do. So one of these is that's the 350, this is 400. So I believe this truck race right here is considered the longest of the season, so that'll be fun. And then we'll have Gateway in Iowa, 2 tracks exclusive to the lower series in this game. So that's going to be a fun set of races. I'm surprised Brandon Brown is not even neutral. He's still happy. But yeah, just to show you the teams, Martin's Motorsports has the 42 and the 44. But if you go to Quick Play and look at the teams for Matt Mills, it'll say Faith Motorsports, but they're not here, as you can see. Anyway, one last look at the standings. I think it was Grant Enfinger that got the win at Dover, so we got 5 winners now in 6 races. And some of these other names, like Matt Kraft and Austin Cindric, John Hurt Nemechek, Ben Rhodes, and some of these other guys, they could easily get a win. So this should be a very, very win-focused regular season. Probably will be the same for Xfinity as well, but Xfinity does have 12, so there might be a couple spots open, but we are focused on the trucks right now. Only 8 spots available. 5 of them are locked in. We're 26 behind, and we're going to need to find a win. But there's still quite a few races left. We'll be doing 3 more next time, so thanks for tuning into this episode of NASCAR 2. I hope you enjoyed. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers, if I'm not already there at the time this comes out, because I am recording a bit in advance, but I love a sub if you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you around for the next episode of NASCAR 2. This is Hype Drive 32 signing out. Thanks so much for watching.